Papa Squat, coming at ya! Hey everybody, it is Tuesday once again, and this is a song someone recommended, within the last couple of weeks, maybe a month. Guy I've never heard of, named Cormega, kind of a neat name actually. His real name is Corey McKay, so you can kind of see where they got Cormega from. Born in 1970, so he's basically my age. That means he's old. And he's an American singer, songwriter, rapper, I guess rapper and songwriter. I don't know why we differentiate really between singing and rapping. There are obvious differences, but it's the lead singer. If you're the lead rapper, that's what you're doing. You're out in front of the band. So he apparently came to people's attention when he got called out by a song recorded by Nas called One Love. And Cormega grew up as friends with Nas, I don't know exactly how his name's pronounced, Havoc and Capone in Brooklyn. And obviously Nas, Havoc, and Capone grew up to be pretty successful rappers and performers. And when he got out, he started doing some work with them. It sounds like it didn't go quite like they wanted. And in 2000, and that was in the 1990s, and in 2000 he split off on his own, formed his own record label called Legal Hustle Records, and has had a career. It sounds like a fairly successful career since then. So he's around, still making music. He's teamed up with all sorts of people over the years. And like I said, somebody had recommended we give this a listen, and I'm curious about it because one of the things he talks about a lot, apparently, in his music is how many people he's known, family, friends, etc., who have died from violence. And I'm sure it's street violence. So I'm curious about this, and it's one of those things that obviously the news reports on things like this a lot, but we don't get a lot of people talking about it from their own perspective as a creator and an artist. There's unfortunately quite a lot of it in rap and hip-hop, and I think that has nothing to do with the music and everything to do with where rappers and hip-hop artists classically have come from. Obviously, there's some significant variations on that when you look at people like Lil Dicky, who did not grow up in the hood at all. And hip-hop and rap has gotten to the point now where really a rap artist can come from anywhere, as long as their music is good and it appeals to people. It doesn't matter if they came from the street or whatever. The music was born there, and it's moved far, far beyond that now, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, I think. I think mostly it's a good thing. Just because there's more voices talking about stuff is a good thing. I can talk. Anyway, this is Cormega off of his album The Realness, and the song is called The Saga. It's not even 5 minutes long, so let's jump in and see what this is like. I listened to like maybe a second or two of it just to make sure an ad wouldn't start. And now we'll listen to it for realsies.
Yo, Mega, man, what's the deal, son?
Yo, son, what up?
Yo, man, I'm just sitting here zoning out, thinking about how life is, yo.
Life is
general
crazy.
for us, you know? How we living out here, you know? Things we going through, man. Why we gotta go through this life, you know?
Life is an interlude to death, son. You ever thought about that?
Word, son.
The saga begins. I'm a reflection of the drama within. The ghetto, I live.
Right off the bat, he has a really good voice, but the whatever note he is hitting with his voice is very pure. Like, I could totally hear him, whether he's rapping or singing. I bet he has just a fantastic voice.
Then niggas' moms on crack. What? Pops just disappeared. First time you get locked up, who really cares? I see a little snotty-nosed kid with his sneakers on backwards, sleep on a mattress. When I go to make a sale, at times I wonder, are we going straight to hell, or does God realize we trying to make it as well? My sleep is interrupted by food on the stove. Not gunshots, we immune to those. Some of my friends' first bids is 2 to 4s. Others thoughts. Mothers watch sons walk through the door for the last time till they go view at the mall. Life is deep, we all just trying to eat. Rap's a mental narcotic, I supply the street. Look at my life, you see white coke and black roses, and tears shed for past soldiers. We all walk in a path.
So, subject matter, I don't want to say it's super dark, but it's very real. And I'm sure comes from his experience of, having friends whose mothers saw their kid walk out of the house one day and then they were in the morgue the next time they saw their kid. But what I am paying attention to as he's rapping, is the music in the background, again, is a really good example of a type of sound that is so common in rap songs and yet isn't a dance song. It's not, it's very relaxed and just sort of carries things along. Like, pay attention to the music, because it doesn't sound like, well, it's obviously not a party song, but it's not dance music. It's you could maybe move to it, but this is not a dance song, and that's kind of where all this music came from. With disco and electro and R&B and funk and all that stuff getting combined together. It's super interesting to listen to this music.
From the cradle to the casket's lowered, I still got the black ski mask to throw on, but I could get richer off the tracks I flow on. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't hustling no more. Look at my life. Life ain't fair, shorty pregnant with nowhere to live. Sleeping in the crack house cause she don't got no relatives. Her friends wanna drink brew and beef about who sell it is. Now she getting hungry, she smell of marijuana. I paint a picture vividly as if Picasso spirit entered me. Staring at the heavens, secluded in a tenant jeep. I'm sick of hearing.
His flow is really good too. And I say that because I haven't really noticed him stumbling over anything, and he's putting words next to each other that are actually kind of difficult to get out without stumbling over them, and it is flowing super well and sounds really good, and I like his voice.
Eulogies, I realize my nigga blue is a reminder of my past like Greek ruins, yet the sea keeps blooming, unaffected by police intrusions, all street illusions we were consumed with. I've even grown away from people I grew with. I mean, we cool, but I don't need the bullshit. My mood can switch easily from smooth to ruthless. We ain't built the same, so my games are useless. Times change, like the climate, I change. Check the forecast, I rain. Look at my life, you see white coke and black roses, and tears shed for past soldiers. We all walk in a path chosen. From the cradle to the casket's lowered, I still got the black ski mask to throw on, but I could get richer off the tracks I flow on. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't hustling no more. Look at my life. Live niggas I rep for, the seats I pour my wet for. Those incarcerated, my heart is with y'all. I know at times it get hard behind penitentiary bars, and once free you realize you mentally scarred, if not physically. If subjected to correctional facilities, prepare for your future to the best of your ability. Prosper, otherwise you've been conquered.
So I think that's also super important too. If you were paying attention to the lyrics, he talks about, if you're, like, my heart goes out to people who are in prison. When you get out, you're going to realize that you might not be physically scarred from it, but you are going to be mentally scarred from it, and it's going to be a problem. It's absolutely true, right? Like, there's no way you could come out of however long you spend in prison and not be affected in some way, and it happens to too many people.
Blowing up your mobile phone so she can send you a box. Son, I sit inside my residence and thank God I'm blessed with this poetical gift. Evident in every ghetto like graffiti and crack sales. The cabs who won't stop for blackmails. Undercovers giving younger brothers bad stares. Force clap, doors crap in the grass here. You love to hear the story, son, the saga began here. MCs are fictitious, yet the actual facts here. Like the Bible said, Jesus had napped here. Look at my life, you see white coke and black roses, and tears shed for past soldiers. We all walk in a path chosen. From the cradle to the casket's lowered, I still got the black ski mask to throw on, but I could get richer off the tracks I flow on. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't hustling no more. Look at my life.
So again, cut back to almost nothing. Oh, really cut back. So this still says there's 30 seconds left, but I assume I am being lied to. Is there anything back here? No, somebody just let it run. So I guess it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I did like that song. Like I said, I think he's got a great voice, and I think he's a good rapper and writer. Yeah, just the situation. I mean, this song is from 21, 22 years ago, and too much of this stuff. I mean, in some ways, it's way worse than it was then, because now we have cops who are absolutely openly racist. And I'm not saying all cops, so don't harp on me about all cops aren't racist. Yes, I know, but there are unfortunately far too many right-wing nutballs out there. And there are left-wing nutballs. I'm not saying they're not, but, you know, a little bit of power makes them that much more corrupt. So that's just garbage. This song is good. I'm curious to hear more from this guy because he is absolutely rapping about his real life experience and what he's gone through and what his friends have gone through, and that's always it's always a good thing to get that out there and to get it off your chest and to have other people realize that maybe your experiences aren't the same as everyone else's, and there are people like Cormega here who's had some really bad stuff happen over the course of his life, even 20 years ago when he was only 30 years old. And yeah, interesting. Very, very good. And yeah, again, it's not a song I want to listen to over and over and over, but I do want to hear more from him. And specifically because I think he's got a really good voice and he's a really good writer and rapper. So thank you for the recommendation. I doubt I would ever have found him on my own, but it looks really cool. So thanks very much. Please do like, subscribe, and share. We're like 5 people away from 300, and it feels like we were just at 200 not so long ago. So I guess we'll just keep adding people as I keep doing reaction videos and more people see them. And it's just fun. I just do it for fun. If you take something too seriously, please don't take it that seriously. Pop Squat, checking out. Like I said, please like, subscribe, and share. And we're coming up on Halloween, so I hope everybody's getting their costumes ready for all those Halloween parties at work and at your friends' places. Oh yeah, right, we don't do those anymore. Never mind then. I guess wear your costume at home for your loved ones. Bye, have a good night.